Thanks for joining us. I'm Phil Aldrich.
And I'm Juliana Elford. The fallout continues after neo-Nazis marched on the state capitol in Pierre and in Deadwood over the weekend.
State leaders have condemned the marches, but the state's black leaders say the response has been underwhelming.
John Gaskins talked with 3 local NCAAP board members and has more.
The neo-Nazi group called the Blood Tribe led the marches in South Dakota, as they have in many areas across the country. The Anti-Defamation League describes the Blood Tribe as a hardcore white supremacist group with beliefs that combine elements of exalting Hitler and a variant of Norse paganism.
The Blood Tribe is led by ex-Marine Christopher Polhouse, seen in front of the group in Pierre. Followers call him the Hammer. On X, Polhouse claims that Governor Noem is incorrect in stating that South Dakota Highway Patrol escorted them away from the Capitol building, despite the South Dakota Department of Public Safety confirming Governor Noem's statement. Many South Dakotans expressed their concern and distaste for the neo-Nazi group's presence in the state. On X, Senator Mike Rounds said, "This is disgusting. This racist behavior has no place in South Dakota or anywhere." Representative Dusty Johnson simply responded by saying on X, "This is atrocious." State Auditor Rich Satgast encountered the group firsthand in Deadwood and was part of a group of civilians who confronted the Blood Tribe.
The law enforcement in Deadwood was fantastic. They came in very swiftly, got in between the two groups so that there was no real physical activity that took place. The Nazi group really was trying to provoke somebody into violence. There was one instance where a group of the Nazis did get a hold of a gentleman, and fortunately law enforcement was able to separate them.
As the son and grandson of World War II veterans and a veteran himself, Satgast says he was appalled by the demonstration.
What we saw yesterday was a resurgence of a very horrific ideology, and I'm very happy to see that people did not idly stand by, but actually vocally engaged their disgust of what was going on.
Satgast encourages people to continue to speak out against neo-Nazi groups.
When we see this type of activity, we need to stand up. And while they do have their right to voice, we have our duty to voice back.
In Sioux Falls, Parker Brown, Dakota News Now.
That was John Gaskins reporting. Rapid City Mayor Jason Salumun condemns the actions that happened on Saturday, saying, quote, "In South Dakota, we condemn the message of these masked clowns and their despicable flag and celebrate the message of liberty found in our American flag."